Alright, so I just want to show more about the Epoch Times, some testimonials. Coverage is thoughtful and balanced in a way I haven't seen elsewhere. Sounds about right. Here's a message from the editor-in-chief. Not a teach, but a chief. Jasper Fucker. Jasper Fucker. Casper stands for Kashmir. Hopefully it doesn't mean Kashmir fucker. So this is a scene in Wuhan in January 2020. Pandemic. A pandemic wrought by the Chinese Communist Party by Nicole Howe. She's gonna call you and tell you how it happened. The CCP virus has infected 12 million people around the world as of July, with roughly 500,000 dying of COVID-19, a disease caused by the virus. So 12 million people around the world with the CCP virus, with 500,000 dying of COVID-19, which is a disease caused by the virus. That's weird. Oh, so 12 million were infected and 500,000 died, supposedly, by the Johns Hopkins Coronavirus Resource Center. Oh shit. Oh, that's not the one I was reading. I was trying to read this one. That was just a factoid on this. So 1 out of 24 people infected with the virus dies. That's pretty bad. Sounds pretty bad. But then again, there's a lot of old people in this country. So maybe it's a bioweapon, especially targeting old people. Anyway, this is a new security law ushers in authoritarian era for Hong Kong. I thought I'd read this article because this seems like a good example of the changes we can expect in America under Biden. So Eva Fu, she's the E who fucked you. The Eve, the evil Eve. At the crossroads between the East and the West, the international hub of Hong Kong has long prospered on its dynamic public discourse, vibrant press, and bustling commercial trade. So it has a lot of speech, good public discourse, vibrant press, and bustling commercial trade. So it's an international hub. Now a growing number of Hong Kongers are considering fleeing the city, fearing that the cherished freedoms that distinguish the territory from mainland China will vanish under Beijing's latest encroachment. On July 1st, the 23rd anniversary of the transfer of sovereignty to China from the UK. So 23rd year anniversary of Chinese takeover of Hong Kong An expansive national security law went into effect on July 1st of this year, it seems, last year. Offenses such as secession, subversion, and collusion with foreign forces now carry a maximum penalty of life imprisonment. So this means anybody who they want to target, they can target for being against the state with life imprisonment. The law triggered fears that Hong Kong, once a place where people could be outspoken critics of the regime, would turn into another mainland Chinese city under the authoritarian grip of the Chinese Communist Party. So, China is notorious for censorship, being a very communist place. So now the Hong Kongans are fleeing the city because of the new laws, or thinking about it. This is a global tragedy. Chair of Economic Freedom Research at Fraser Institute told the Epoch Times. The Canada-based institute released a letter denouncing the law while calling for a global response to address the deteriorating situation in Hong Kong. As of July 3rd, it has been signed by a coalition of think tanks from 39 countries. So the things they're seeing is clamp down on speech and security apparatus, probably being turned up, and global backlash. Hong Kong police acted swiftly, arresting 10 people under provision of the law when thousands of protesters gathered to oppose it. They were arrested for possessing flags, banners, and flyers with slogans that advocated for Hong Kong independence. A Shao Kai Wan restaurant, one of thousands of shops that openly support Hong Kong's pro-democracy movement, meanwhile was forced to take down protest messages from its walls on July 2nd after police warned the owner. This is an example of the police. Riot police charge in a train amid protests in Hong Kong on September 1st, 2019. 4 armed police officers appeared in the restaurant in the morning and photographed the interior, restaurant owner Gordon Lam told the Epoch Times. So 4 armed police officers appeared in the restaurant in the morning and photographed the interior. Citing the security law, the police threatened to arrest Lam if he didn't remove a display of sticky notes expressing support for the movement. This sounds like my Rape Americans Great gone wrong in Hong Kong. Oh man. Poor guy got raped and left to clean up. Later that evening, the Hong Kong government announced that the popular protest slogan, "Liberate Hong Kong, the revolution of our times," was banned. Straight out of 1984, y'all. Declaring that it violates the new law because it connotes a pro-independent, separatist, and subversive message. It connotes a pro-independent, separatist, and subversive message. That's what the Kashmiris have been doing for the last 30 years. Is Hong Kong still Hong Kong? How is today's Hong Kong different from other Chinese cities like Guangzhou and Shanghai? This national security law is thoroughly destroying Hong Kong's core values. Multiple shops have begun removing pro-democracy messages in anticipation of a clampdown, while public libraries have pulled books written by pro-democracy activists. So certain individuals, certain messages have been taken down. Police confiscated a flag. Alright, continuing in the next